Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live and we're ready to rock and roll into another Sorare weekend game week. I, of course, am Quinny and I'm joined as always by my co-pilot, Harry Trades. Harry, my man, good to see you.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, buzzing to be here.
It's been flying off this week. It's been battle stations all week. It feels like it's been topsy turvy. There's been everything happening in between blogs, podcasts. IRL football, Champions League. Best of Europe stuff is out as well. We're hearing about the Champions League thing we've got on next week. It's been a mad busy week, Harry boy, hasn't it?
Yeah, from midweek for sure. Not only just the games playing and the actual game week when concentrating on that. There's been a lot of external bits and bobs going on. So yeah, it's all exciting, all gearing up towards maybe next midweek where we have the no worry to DMPs and stuff, which is. It's going to be fun, everyone on an even playing field. And as long as you've got the time, I guess, there is a time constraint to that. I think there's like a 30, 40, 50-minute window where, you're allowed to get your teams in and stuff or able to with the news. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. It just spices things up a little bit, doesn't it? They've added the little threshold thing. It's all trial and error. You just got to remember, there's a lot of trial and error that's going on and has to go on because otherwise you don't know what's going to work and what's, going to stick and whatever. So I'm excited about it. I really am.
I'm looking forward to it as well. And I'll say to you anyway, not firmed it up, but my plans firmly are. I'm sure Harry boy, you'll be up for joining us, of course. But we'll be doing a Wednesday night special for it. We'll be going ham at it. All Champions League games kicking off at the same time. The wee threshold thing will be fine, but there'll be some proper prizes to play for, as we know as well. So it'll be battle stations for everyone. It should be a good one next Wednesday, and then it's the same thing Thursday as well. By the way, so there's a Europa League one that's the same thing. It's like a one-night game week. So it's like Wednesday.
Really?
Opens 30 minutes before kickoff and it closes midday the next day. So we'll get, I don't know when rewards actually come out. I've not really read that part of it. And then Thursday, the Europa one is the same deal.
So is that going to be is it going to be game week 48, game week 49, and then game week 50 is going to be the weekend? If that makes, you get what I'm saying?
I think so.
Because this weekend's 47. So then Champions League would be 48.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 29 to 30, and then 30 to 31, 49.
Holy, yeah.
And it's Europa night, and then it's 31 to 4. That's a normal weekend.
Got you. Okay.
Wow, that
I didn't even clock the second one. Huh.
Will we do one on your channel? Will we do first night at your place? First night at Harry's?
Yeah, let's do it. To be fair, I have more going. You're more of the Champions League guy, as far as our galleries go. I don't even think I got put out a threshold team, if I'm being honest. So, in season wise, I have a couple of in seasons, but not as many as you. So yeah, I think that would make sense because I have a lot more like conference Europa League in season cards per se, where you've got more of the the other ones. So, yeah, the better cards. So no, I'm excited. Yeah, let's do that.
Aye, that sounds like a date. Sounds like a plan, Harry boy. Fist bumps. And lots of fist bumps on arrival. I've tried to get through all the comments that I possibly can, but I've got a wee bit of breaking news already, guys. Singo, the hero, out for 3 to 5 weeks here. Heartbreak Hotel for all of us. I've tried to get all the fist bumps on, guys. There's tons of you joining us live and loud, of course. Smashing the like button on arrival. Mwah, beautiful. Love it, guys. We start off the game week as ever, but with Harry boy and the matchups tab. And look at that run of H's, by the way. That's formidable.
We're back, aren't we? I think we're back to seeing, what we used to see for years on this deadline show with some heavy hitters at the top, all at home, all covering 3 different regions. We got a split there, top 3, Champ, Chal, and Contender. Big
Vintage, you might say,
it is, Liverpool. I guess we're just missing like a buy-in, aren't we? Just for old time's sake, but
for aesthetics.
For aesthetics for sure. But I don't know. There's PSV aren't in like the best of form in the world. Like there's illnesses going around the camp, and there's things to worry about.
How funny was it? Did you see Joey Veerman getting hit with snowballs?
Yeah. And then he celebrated when they scored. He's like, I did see that actually come up on my timeline, but. Yeah, I don't know. There's only 4 there above 80. It's not as if we're looking at 10, even though we are looking at 10 above 75. So there's not that much in it. with Madrid sneaking in there. But like Sunderland sneaking in against Plymouth's a really funny one. Yeah, the rest you can kind of you can't. You Barca at home, Club Brugge at home, but maybe again a lot of rotation with Champions League next week. But apparently there's not much on it for that City game for them. They're kind of through, so it's just it's really battling with our team's going to take next week what teams are taking next week serious, and how does that reflect the team for the weekend. So that's the biggest battle. I think we've been saying that for the last few weeks now since Europa and Champions League and stuff come back. Yeah, that's my biggest worry when I'm lineup building anyways. It's kind of having that sort of foresight and going, okay, is this gonna is this gonna affect me because they play next midweek? So yeah, that's the biggest battle for me. Well, any sort of battles that stand out with you this weekend?
Not much beyond what you kind of touched on there, to be honest with you. I think that top order kind of speaks for itself. I'm a bit surprised Barca at home at Valencia is that high. Valencia have been minging, obviously, but they're not going to win 6-0, or maybe they will. Who knows? As Barca, but yeah. Otherwise, I didn't really think there was much on that. The PSG one is interesting, obviously, because of the form they showed midweek, like you say. Do they rotate? Because they're just a rotation nightmare. Do they maybe think, right, huge points against City, and like you say, looking ahead to the midweek? So PSG is a kind of funny-ish one. Need to really see the team there. But yeah, I think otherwise it's pretty much, what you've said there.
Have we got anything like new this week? I know like Mexico played last week. So like, is there any other new leagues? Oh, Croatia's back. I just literally my head just went to Croatia. I don't know if there's anything else, but I definitely know Croatia's back this weekend.
Mexico's double game week as well for a lot of my guys.
Ooh, is it? Interesting. Okay, because we're going to Wednesday on this game week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. Okay. That's a bit of a spanner in the works. It may be in the contenders.
Could be, yeah. I've kind of tried to maximize it. I've tried to pair some of them together and stuff like that for me. And then just kind of hedge my bets on it a bit. But yeah, Croatia back, like you say, there's Zagreb at home at Istra. That could be good for them. Fenerbahce making a big splash in the transfer window this week.
Yeah, centre backs galore, right? Skriniar and who else did they get? The other centre half.
Diego Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos as well. Wow.
Ajax split back in the fold there as well. Tottenham, Leicester. Newcastle I thought would be higher. It is away, but I thought Newcastle would be a wee bit higher than that.
Potentially, yeah. I can see why you'd think that for sure. Tijuana's flying high there. Who are they playing?
Ooh, yeah.
Querétaro. How do you spell that? How do you pronounce that?
Querétaro,
yeah. Yeah, that's Barrera's team, I think it is. Pretty sure.
I think Tijuana's Alvarez's team, Efra.
It is, yeah, and Reynoso. I think he's got AWOL again, hasn't he?
Reynoso has a...
Walters.
Argentina, of course, is back, and we've got cards for them, Harry, as well.
Ooh, yeah, I've seen a few guys in my Discord degenning into a couple of collections and stuff, and I saw you buy a Montiel, or was it Montiel?
So I was going to say, so I spoke about this on the members thing. I thought I'd bring it up now since it did kind of have come up in conversation, right? But I bought an in-season Montiel, this Seville card, right? It's still in the wrapper, and I thought, okay, when if they come out, just rip it, and it'll be a wee river card. Serial number 5, right?
Right.
Ooh, they're none on the market, so I can't see them, but where he is, there we go, boom. River plates, 1s and 2s.
See, the way I think they get around that is...
Quatra.
Same with... Yeah, I think it's because it's a different year, isn't it? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're able to say 25 rather than 24, 25. So I reckon they'll... Yeah, it's weird. How many Montiel Sevilla cards was there minted?
It looks at 54.
Wow, okay. So he could get 154 cards this year then, technically, right? Or, not this year, but do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Quatra was similar. He's up in a decent amount as well. So I thought that was I thought that was an interesting crease that came out of this. So I don't think I'll be able to open my Seville card for a River card.
No, I don't think you will. Huh.
Interesting.
Same as LS, yeah. Yeah, because everyone thought it would start from the serial number that they last minted from the other team, I guess. But no, they're double selling.
They want all those Zahas.
Yeah.
Sell all those Zahas.
They're not stupid, are they?
Get them in the collections. Yeah, fair play. I suppose with a single
Yeah,
year. But again, like, it was a wee thing. I think that some people were like, "Oh, I wonder how that will work." I think Laird said it certainly, and I've certainly tried to buy cards with that in mind. I'm worried about. No, Kieran Tierney should be all right as long as we get him in January. Tierney should be all right. I've got a Tierney in the packet, waiting to come out. Cool. Anything else to kind of talk about in the matchups tab? That's pretty much the long and short of it, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so, mate. Yeah, we could dive into wherever you want to start in Champ, I guess.
Let's have a wee peek. I think we'll go with the Prem just because it's just kind of normally where we do start. And Liverpool's the top fixture there. And who did Liverpool have midweek again? Lille? No. Yeah, Lille. Decent game for them. And really, right up to the last minute, the Liverpool team was in question. Nobody really knew what was going to happen. Last minute, it was like, oh no, they're going full strength. And then when you looked at the team, like the back four was all changed and it was kind of full strength. And it was a kind of half and half, wasn't it? But at home to Ipswich, he's taking the Premier League seriously, isn't he, Arne Slot?
Big time, yeah. I mean, I think you could foresee that Trent sort of resting or whatever you want to call it with the Bradley one. Yeah, there was a couple of other ones that maybe weren't as easy to predict.
Tsimikas.
Yeah, Quincy came in. I definitely thought the Trent one would happen. Tsimikas played left back, didn't he, as well? I think Robbo rested, so yeah, you probably fancy Robbo to maybe come back in here. Same for Trent. I did see in the top right there, says Curtis Jones will miss the Ipswich game, so that might solidify Sobosai's sort of appearance maybe in this one. But yeah, the Gakpo Diaz, like there's still that question mark, isn't it, with that sort of front two. But yeah, what a fixture, right? If City can six on them away, what can Liverpool do at home?
Yeah. Especially with this Walton guy still in the net since Muric is in the bad books. Philogene, but the clean sheet should be fine for Liverpool. I don't know. Liam Delap's in the press a wee bit now, isn't he? And Philogene or Barry Hutchinson.
Yeah. They're tricky, isn't they? They've got players. They've just signed Enciso as well, haven't they, on loan? So I don't know whether he's fit to play or whatever, but like, yeah, Hutchinson, Philogene, Delap, like there's runners, there's legs, there's a bit of power up front. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they conceded, but at the same time, like it's Liverpool. You know, it's tough. It's tough. That's 6-0 City win really, I don't know, just kind of shows me how bad Ipswich are. Because like that's a City team that's like like they're on the climb, but they're not necessarily at the height, so they where they'd like to be. So I don't know. You can't see anything other than a Liverpool onslaught there, right?
Yeah. The dark horse derby, I think we might call this one. Bournemouth at home at Forest. Bournemouth team with Ryan Christie becoming the new favourite on Monday Night Football in the last week or two. And along with, again, there's a fair few bits of talent in this team. Semenyo, it feels like he's going to the top 6 quite soon, isn't it? You know, it feels like he's got a big transfer coming in the off. Justin Kluivert proving me wrong every week. He does something decent. So he's kind of doing that more often than not these days. And then Nottingham Forest, no Hudson-Odoi from the start. I think we kind of heard some things about him maybe last week. I don't know if it was an injury or something, or maybe it might be the build up to this weekend. But otherwise, again, quite a recognisable Forest team here, quite full strength.
Yeah. So this is probably the game I'd most want to watch this weekend, I think. Two informed teams, but Bournemouth have been amazing at home. Forest have been amazing away. So it's honestly, I don't know how this plays out. Is it just a stalemate, or is it the Forest go and nick it away? It's so hard to sort of count on either one of these. But this is the game I'm going to watch this weekend, 100%.
I write both these teams off too often to call it, so I've got no idea how this one will go.
It's so hard to predict, isn't it?
Not even going to attempt it. Brighton at home to Everton. 7-0 place for O'Reilly. Boo. Adam Webster back in the picture, but Matoma, after being the hero at Old Trafford last week, is nailed on again as always. Danny Welbeck in the fold. João Pedro in support. Minty on the wing. And then David Moyes, the Moisaya. He's got Kevin Morales. Someone on the stream called that, Harry, and I seen someone on Twitter echoing it, like an Everton fan. They made there was a compilation thing. They said Moyes is turning this guy into Morales. So whoever said that last week, come and take your flowers. You've earned it. And also we've got Stephen Pienaar on the left here. But maybe get some other tribute acts yet to happen. Jake O'Brien in at right back, by the way. He's more of a centre back type play. So that's a kind of fun one for him. Maybe they're focusing everything down the left here with Michaelenko and all the rest of it. But quite an open game again in a different kind of way to the last one.
Yeah, I mean, you can never, sort of bank on Brighton. Let's be real. You just don't know what Brighton you're going to get. You don't know who's going to turn up. But with Matoma sort of firing a little bit now, João Pedro back from injury, Minta had a good game last week, and Welbeck leading the line. Like, there's definitely goals there, isn't there? It's just, I don't know. Everton, man, and Dye scored a wicked goal last week. Did you see his solo run? Oh my God, unbelievable. He turned Big Dragish and inside out, didn't he? He's one of the worst centre-backs I've ever seen. I'm sorry. He's honestly absolute pish. Shocking. So bad football. It's unbelievable. I've seen milk turn quicker as well.
One of my favourite games for this game week was Newcastle at Southampton. Newcastle team is on screen here. I'm with you on that one. For sure.
I just can't stand him. These and Liverpool are the two ones. Like, if you can get the combination right of these two, I think you could be onto the, onto the big finishes. Yeah, like it's just who gets the deal. Like, it's Gordon, Isak you're wrestling with. You've got to play Salah if you've got them all. So it's like, which one of those two do you bring into the extra position if you are going double forward? Bruno's a bit of a mainstay. Like, it's hard not to want to pick Bruno, isn't it, as the midfielder? Even like Jacob Murphy's sneaky. Like, he's been known to outscore, a Bruno now and again. So, Pope, that's tough. That's where the Newcastle stack could break down in the five-man anyway. So,
proper 50-50 on this one. So, we'll see how that shakes out. Southampton team's on screen. I'm not really got anything to say about that.
Not really. Mind you, that Mateus Fernandes is
50 keeper as well.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. McCarthy's 50. Wow. Ramsdale must be shocking right now if McCarthy's got... By the way, a little random one. Bazunu is back fit. Not Bazunu. And, they look like they're going to loan him out at some point is kind of the plan. Because he's just rubbish.
They spent a lot of money on him. A
lot of money, yeah.
You hope Celtic want to buy him because he's Irish.
True.
We've got Wolves at home to Arsenal on screen here. Team quite recognisable from last week, of course. Cunha, we talk about players in the shop window quite a lot, but this is like, someone's coming in to try. This is test drive situation, isn't it? Trying on the suit, getting it tailored. Can you do it against their defence? Kind of thing.
100%.
So,
yeah.
Arsenal team on screen as well. No, Ethan Nwaneri, can't say it. Sorry.
On
the start this one.
Nwaneri, I think. I don't know. Could be wrong.
Yeah, he's on the start. Partying it right back.
Yeah, it's a bit of a makeshift Arsenal team, isn't it? I mean, it's been like this for the last few weeks, I think. But Martinelli. I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves nick one here.
Upset of the week.
Home. Yeah, at home. I don't know. Do I necessarily see Arsenal losing though? I don't know. It's really hard to say. They've still got match winners in that team, Yeah,
some interesting details here. Yeah. After hosing Zagreb midweek. Man City Chelsea, probably the game most neutrals want to watch if you're not Harry Trades, getting ready for the David Brooks versus Nico Williams show. But we've got Man City at home to Chelsea. Man City teams on screen here, and this is getting back to kind of vintage City once you start seeing Gundogan, Bernie, KDB, Foden all together again, getting the reps back up. No Kusanov into the fold yet. He's 40% behind John Stones. People thought he might get chucked straight in. Rico Lewis is here over Nunez this time, and Jack Grealish over Savio. Strong team.
Yeah, strong team. I actually watched a bit of football for once. I don't watch much football these days, live anyway. But I watched the PSG Man City game midweek.
Oh, nice.
It was a really good game, and City just obviously just collapsed. But yeah, Grealish came on, scored a goal, had a bit of an impact, I guess. Didn't really do much in open play, but that was getting the goal was big at the time. Yeah, I don't know. I still think City are just lacking a bit of legs. Like, there's no pace in that team outside of Haaland.
Yeah, they really need like the Doku, the Savio. Marmouche is 20%, so he's maybe on the bench.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. Little impact. Silkioki came off the bench against PSG, so maybe starts here. Again, it's so hard, isn't it, to kind of see what City are going to do, really.
I thought Palmer was out of this.
When he was supposed to be out last week, maybe, wasn't it, or something? Or I can't remember. There was something dodgy with him, but he's going to want to play against his ex-club, isn't he?
Yeah, him and Sancho.
Right up for that, both of them, won't they?
Yeah, both sold by Pep. Trevor Chalobah back in defence in front of Bobby Sanchez. KDH in midfield with Moises.
Yeah, no Enzo's a big miss, isn't it, in his current form that we've seen so far this season, captain as well. Could that be the letdown? Maybe. But yeah, man,
Marmoush for
Sandro
super sub.
Palmer. Marmoush to save the day, maybe, because, yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the lack of dynamism maybe in that City side. It's a little bit worrying.
Yeah, certainly could use a Palmer or a Sancho, something like that right about now. We've got Palace at home at Brentford on screen here. Again, very recognisable team. Midfield ever changing, but Lerma Hughes is quite a common combo. And with no Chalobah, Chris Richards is back in. Brentford team, pretty full strength, isn't it?
Yeah, Dams guy.
Who's the guy that was playing again? Shady, he's not there. Shade.
Yeah.
Or whatever
A
his
lot of
name is.
people have been in for him, haven't they? Shade, I'm sure.
Have they?
Yeah, like Napoli, a couple of, trying to replace Kavicha, but Maresca said Enzo can be available.
Cryptic.
Very.
Cryptic. Tottenham at home and Leicester on screen here. Tottenham, did they finish up beating Hoffenheim? I seen they were beating them.
They did.
They did
3-2 in the end. Funny enough, I actually watched the end of that game randomly.
Yeah.
So, Son took his... I only saw Son's second goal, but he took it really, really well. But that was open as hell. That could have been... The keeper, what's his name? Bradley Austin, isn't it? Oh, my God. Oh, my
Nightmare.
God. He might not play football ever again.
Oh, wow, that bad?
Well, just for the last goal, he should have come for this cross, and Kramaric just like swung one into the box, and he should have come for it, and he's stayed, in no man's land and just headed it. Like, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but like all the players were like, "What?" When you've got a shit keeper in, and like you just don't want to play with him, and you don't trust him, and then he messes up, and he just kind of, it shows you what you knew was going to happen. It was the body language was bad, but luckily they held on. Richarlison leading the line, Jesus.
Madison Bergvall, Rodrigo Bentancur is the midfield. That's quite an odd combo. I don't think we've ever seen that.
Yeah, definitely different from SARS and Basumas, isn't it? I don't know what Andy's doing. He's just doing like 180s, isn't he, on his selections and stuff? It's a bit weird.
Hands are tied by a lot of them, I think, isn't it? But Reguilon coming in at left back. Jed Spence was in the headlines earlier. I don't remember what I read, but maybe it's that he's out. Kulusevski, son Richarlison, throwback front three, like you mentioned.
It's a bad back four, though, mate.
Yeah. Jamie Vardy rubbing his hands together?
Potentially, yeah, why not? Bit of pace. Big Dragon and Ben Davies are not exactly blessed with pace, are they? So if they can find a bit of space behind, it just depends how high Tottenham are, really, isn't it? Where their line is, but Vardy will be on their shoulder.
Yeah. This is a must-win for Tottenham, you feel, isn't it, with the pressure that's mounting?
Yeah, this would be very... If Tottenham can't get results here, Madison ex-club as well, if they give him the chance to play, he'll be right up for it. So, yeah, I don't know. I do feel sorry for Ange a little bit, but...
Aston Villa West Ham's on screen here. Full strength Aston Villa for this one, by the way. Ramsey, Rodgers, Bailey in support of Watkins. That's going out to win a game if ever I've seen it for them. Tielemans in the engine room with Boobs. And the back four is kind of what we've seen since Diego Carlos has moved on. Pau Torres, I think, is out at the moment. And this is a different version of the West Ham team, again, that we've seen from Graham Potter in his short time. This looks, I don't know if it's how they played last week, but it certainly wasn't what we had on the predictions, certainly. Souček, Alvarez, Rodriguez, all in midfield again. Kudus and Paqueta, kind of an attack, I guess, with a back five. Goalkeeper 55-45.
Yeah, no 9 there's worrying, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
I think Villa smashed West Ham, don't they?
I think so too. Especially at home.
Yeah. Big time.
Fulham at home to Man United. Oh, this will be tasty. Fulham living their best life. Man United played Thursday night. There's a wee bit of that. Fulham at home. Smith Rowe. Wilson's obviously in good form, isn't he, Harry Boy? Iwobi, everyone's favourite budget forward. And then the likes of Anthony Robinson, Bernd Leno. Some good defence pieces here.
Yeah, if I fancy Fulham here, you've got to, haven't you? After, United played midweek and obviously got a result in the end, but was left it late as usual. I don't know, man. United are just in turmoil. Like goalies are, obviously Bayendia played midweek and apparently played pretty well. So, was that Onana getting rested? Was he getting dropped after his calamity on the weekends? Because you can't be dropping balls like that. Do you see what he did? Like it it wasn't as if there was any. Do you know what I mean? It's just a fucking cross.
Did you see
There was
Chris
no like
Sutton's thing on
no,
Twitter?
no, what did he say?
Did you see Rio Ferdinand's?
No, I haven't seen much reaction to it, honestly, from pundits and stuff.
I'll see if I can find it. Easy enough. Yeah, there we go. I found it. Wonder if I do this, if I can show it. Yeah, there we go. Right, so Jody Morris tweeted, "Would Man United finish top 3 in the SPFL after how they did last night?" And Rio Ferdinand hitting back where Bruno would score 112 goals a season. And Chris Sutton retweeted it saying St Mirren would beat Man United after how they played.
I mean, Rangers nearly turned them over, didn't they, yesterday?
Rangers are crap, man. Sorry, Rangers fans out there, but
like, to be fair, they're good in Europe. Let's give them that. Can you just give them that?
Like, I'm on the record as saying like Rangers have definitely done some like black magic or sold someone's soul to the devil or whatever for like this kind of European form they always seem to get. And it's so unexplainable, you know, every time they put teams out of Europe. It's like, how did that happen? Like,
I know.
Black magic
they just hate not having the ball, don't they? They just like sitting in and sort of breaking. Like, they don't dominate games in Europe. They just nick results. So yeah, it is a bit.
But they've done that through like 8 managers. They don't even know each other. They don't even like. It's not like it's like Pep and all his disciples or anything. It's just random guys that always get the Rangers job, and that's always like the way they end up playing in Europe. It's just like a thing. Different squads over the years, everything. You know, it's mad. Let's not talk about that. Wasn't it a hammering? Anyway, banter aside, Man United against Fulham. Banter aside, Bruno helped me out big time this midweek with that goal. Helped me in my best of Europe. Finished 7th in the end.
That's a wicked finish, mate. Unbelievable. I think I was actually flying quite high in season comp, and then the Lisandro Bruno double DA was just like everyone had them both, and it just sunk me. Big time.
Where will we go after Prem? Spain? Bundy? What are you thinking?
Bundy. Let's do Bundy.
Wolfsburg hosting Kiel will be up first. We'll just stick that up screen. And Lucas Nemeka started last week.
Ooh.
Unexpectedly. Okay. Didn't do that great. Get subbed off in 65 minutes or something. Building anyway, that's the Wolfsburg team. Hosting Kiel.
Could be the underdog fixture that I think. Of the Bundes. Yeah, I think so. Wolfsburg have definitely shown a bit more promise recently, and there's a few SO5 scorers in there that could, like the left back, you know, that Yaki Miley, whatever his name is, and obviously Arnold's kind of back, and Amaura's doing well. Wins, like there's goal scorers and DA getters in that team. Vavro obviously in the Greek centre half. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Wolfsburg do a little bit of damage there.
It's a good shout, Harry boy. I like that. No space for John Tolkien in the hosting Kiel team. We've also got Augsburg Heidenheim on screen here. Augsburg, not really getting anything to say about them, but there you go. Heidenheim
come back a little bit, Quinny. Since dropping my goalkeeper, Finn Damon's been on he's got like 3 green scores in a row. Christian Matsima, shout out to Feder, because Feder was like a day one believer in this guy. Centre half from France, I think he is. Really struggled with injuries and whatever. Been all over the shop, but he's found his feet now at Augsburg, scoring really well, really well so far. And that Maurice up front, he's been doing a bit of damage. Yeah, they're kind of turning into a half decent side now.
And that on UK, I've seen him do some alright scores. So yeah, maybe something to watch out for there. Heidenheim is on screen here. Paul Wanner on the right, Kratzik on the left. I think we've seen that last week a bit, didn't we? Otherwise, not much to say. Dortmund Bremen. Ooh, this is the Dortmund team. What do we think about Dortmund? New manager. Do they have a new manager actually? And are they on interim status for somebody? I'm not too sure.
I could be wrong, but it could be. I'm sure it's interim based. Sure it is.
Yeah, interim coach. This always means there are a lot of uncertainties. Pretty safe ones. Yeah. Blah, blah, blahs. Could do all right. It's kind of just the prototype team, isn't it, on paper?
Yeah, just go back to basics, see what happens for game 1, and then kick on from there. I've seen a lot of links to Adiemi leaving. Have you seen those? Again, tons. I think, Napoli, Juve, like a couple of Italian clubs involved. I'm sure.
It's a shop window for him. A bit surprising not seeing Nemeka, because everyone's been raving about Nemeka for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
like City might want him back and lots of other stuff.
Rayner's been doing pretty well off the bench and making a bit of impact. He's just behind Brands.
AC Milan wanted him last time I seen. This is the Bremen team. Yeah.
Yeah, Bremen have not been as good recently. I could maybe see Dortmund. Not even that would be much of a surprise, but probably turning them over here.
Yeah, it's all about the striker and the goalkeeper for me at Bremen. The rest of them I don't even look at. In terms
To be fair, Big Friedel helped me get like a fifth place last weekend. Yeah, he did the business
guy,
for
wasn't
me. With like they lost. Did they lose? They conceded 2 against Augsburg. So, yeah, that was nice from him.
Still bombed out. Big score defending. Love that.
Yeah.
Freiburg team is on screen here. They're playing Bayern Munich at home. All the main guys are there you'd expect to see. Doans and Grifos and whatever. Bayern Munich team on screen here as well now. And Kimmich back in at right back. Is that what every Kimmich holder's been waiting for?
I don't know, mate. For me, I don't know why. I just putting me off a little bit. Like
right back, not the cheat code for Kimmich.
I mean, it depends on the game and whatever, doesn't it? But I'd rather him a bit further forward, no? Like for final thirds and tackles. Like he's a bit out of the. I wouldn't deny he's going to probably get more passes, maybe a more volume of passes, but like I can't imagine he's going to get more like final thirds than in midfield. I don't know. I don't watch him enough to know that. I know I own a Kimmich, but like I don't watch him religiously, So I know he was amazing from at right back or whatever, but is it better than being in midfield? I don't know. I don't know, mate.
I've got a feeling this is a red alert. Kimmich holders. This is like he's back at right back. That's what I thought.
Isn't he just going to be passing the ball to Sane every time to go 1-on-1? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, then Sane shoots, big chance created.
No, Sane shoots. Goes to yeah, to be fair, still a big chance created. Like, I agree with you.
Let's have a wee nosy for a second. Yeah, I thought that was like a thing. I didn't even think to check it. I just thought. So it's a midfielder card, and then let's see him at right back. That feels pretty good to me.
It does, but get rid of the Germans.
Get rid of the Germans.
There's still some wicked scores there, don't get me wrong, but there's Freiburg there, game week 5.
Bit meh, you're right.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying he can't go out and get an assist. I just think the likelihood of that, I don't know, because he obviously still takes sets, doesn't he? Well, at least they get a couple if he starts.
Try to see what the points were made of here, really, that made it different. It's really possession, extra couple of points.
Well, to be fair, he had 10 points worth of final thirds there, 33, which is obviously wicked numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what do they do here? Yeah, 9, 4. Just less volume and final third still, yeah.
I just worry about the tackles I do. Like, like getting the doubles in and stuff. That's where I'm a bit like out of midfield. You're not getting the interceptions. You're not getting the chances for those type of things because you're just out wide, aren't you? So, yeah, I don't know. He could definitely pop, couldn't he? I just have my worries, slightly.
Yeah, fair enough. There is a shout in the chat as well for Stanisic. I think Liburn is suspended. I think that's the thing. And Stanisic does feature in the rotation here, and it would be like to replace one of these guys. Kimmich then comes into midfield. Could easily be Goretzka. Kimmich could be Pavlovic. I think Pavlovic didn't play midweek, so he's kind of hard to forecast at the moment. The rest of the team kind of picks itself, I think, doesn't it, for Bayern? Next one we've got here is Mainz Stuttgart. Mainz is on screen. And then Stuttgart, who did very well against Bratislava. Didn't get a clean sheet, but which was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, like 4-5-1 or wasn't it? Or 3-4-5-1?
3-1.
3-1, yeah. Yeah, big Maxi middle stat with an assist, I think it was. Nice little DA.
Right at the end. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that was a late hammer, wasn't it? Yeah, tough game to call that, mind at home.
Another tough one. Leipzig at home at Leverkusen. Van der Voort, 60-40.
Really?
Van der Voort. Oh, I need to rebuild a team. I've put him in as a four-manner again. I might have to take it a wee bit more serious. It's still 60-40. I'm not going to go overboard.
Yeah, but you take those odds. You'll take those percentages big time.
Definitely. Buzzing for that. The rest of the team looks kind of cack-butt, doesn't it? Except for the front.
Smells a 3-all, doesn't it? Surely away, Leverkusen and Leipzig.
Yeah, look at this. So we're going to play that back four again. Mukiele, by the way, I didn't play him midweek. I blooming wish I did. Another 90. He does either 90 or 40 for Leverkusen.
Yeah, that's a fallback for you, isn't it, in that team? There's like
But behind
four
Frimpong, this
fullbacks
might be
there.
a magic thing, you know.
Yeah, I can see it.
And yeah, you're right. It's like four centre backs, and then they've got Frimmy and Grimmers. Grimmy and Frimmers. Just kind of super defensive, but also kind of weirdly ultra attacking at the same time, because they are just like masters of the wing, aren't they?
And they can defend as well, so it's like nice balance, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I see. I mean, I'd be shocked if there's no goals in this.
Yeah, big time. Van der Voort, AA, buddy. Get racking it up. Get racking it up. Gladbach at home at Bochum. This is a sneaky game that we should have seen in the fold. Oh, no Alisson player. No.
Ooh, interesting.
No chat on him here. Coach expects player to be out. Just an update. That's rubbish. I need to change my limer in my 0 to Heroes show. Gutted.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's Stoga ex-club, isn't it?
Ooh, I've got no idea, by the way.
Sure, he came from Bochum.
Myron Boadu scored a lot of goals recently. Was it last weekend he got a hat-trick or something like that?
Did he really? Wow,
Yeah, I went on fire recently. I don't know if it was last weekend or before, but it's the first time I've seen his name anyway, since I've been told that. Let me go and check. Yeah, it was last weekend. A 90 hat-trick against Leipzig.
Jesus. Fair play. Wow, okay. Little Boadu back.
It's like it's January, new year, new me, new club.
I need another move.
You know. Oh, love this, by the way. Why has this not been in our vernacular?
Yeah, Grimpong. I know.
Grimpong feels like the future, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Trick Bet.
Framaldo. Oh.
Framaldo's fun.
Oh, Framaldo's fun.
That should be that should be a poll. Framaldo or Grimpong.
I was just thinking that. We've got the poll for guys, how many likes have we got? 94. Get to 100 likes and then we'll do a poll for Grimpong or Framaldo. Guys, up to 100 guys. There's over about 240 of you here joining us live. Fist bumps to everyone that's getting the latest and greatest intel. All the lineups are powered by Predictify, of course. If you want to get access to this at the tip of your fingertips, whenever you please, use code Quinny Harry at checkout. Supports the show, of course, gets you a wee discount and a wee beginner bonus, all that good stuff alongside it. But yeah, if you are here on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, wherever you're finding this, like, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Help support the show, guys. Me and Harry Boy greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I think Gladbach at home is like you said with who was your shout for a good one earlier? Wolfsburg. Yeah, I like Gladbach at home at Bochum, especially if Playa was in the team. But without Playa, Hack, Stoger, like you say, could be a former club thing. It helps enhance that. Kleindenheim should be getting a couple here.
Yeah, definitely.
Hoffenheim, Frankfurt, Harry. That's Bundesliga, isn't it? That is proper Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Bischoff back in he's getting ready for Bayern now.
Well, he played yesterday. I wasn't happy with he cost me a first place yesterday, Big Bish. It's the only one to let me down in my U23 side. He had like 4 shots, only 1 on target. They had like a stupid amount of shots against Tottenham. Hoffenheim, but yeah, it got dragged like 80th minute, I think it was. So didn't see out the game, but yeah, obviously signed his contract now. He's Mr. Big Time, isn't he? Around the Hoffenheim streets.
They're playing Frankfurt in their post-Marmouche life. Yeah, here's the Frankfurt team. I've actually heard Stephen Hoffenheim got promoted and all that because they're not like Leipzig in the sense that like Leipzig's obviously a big corporate team, but Hoffenheim, somebody did the same kind of thing where it was like a guy with a lot of money, but he's like from Hoffenheim, and I think he was like a tech billionaire or something like that, or a computer guy. Yeah, and I remember when they got promoted, watching one of these things on like BT Sports, whatever, it's like a wee mini documentary about, this year on the Bundesliga, Hoffenheim. This is also years ago, and it was like basically an industrial estate of a place. You know, it was just like it's just like a wee town, and then there's just, I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong, but like warehouses everywhere and just like that's just mad industrial place. So when you said the main streets of Hoffenheim there, I had a wee image of like, you know, this big industrial place with just a wee Sorare manager kicking about with Bischoff.
Soshik said it in the chat there, SAP CEO.
SAP CEO. That answers the thing, but that doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's SAP?
Money.
Yeah, he's a big timer. So Paulie at home at Berlin. James Sands at centre back. Oh, yikes.
Oh yeah, I don't know how I feel about my Vasil, you know.
Yeah. I'm playing Juranovic in a fun team. And somebody asked me earlier on if I'm playing Marino. I'm playing Marino in underdog. His L15's under 45.
Ooh, okay.
You could be good.
Yeah.
Juranovic on one, Skov on the other. Feels like good wings.
Yeah, there's a bit going on there, I think, for Union. St. Pauli, though, are decent.
Yeah,
not
they've not been
terrible.
pushed over this year for sure. Dietmar Hop, if any of you know him, there he is. We'll jump into La Liga. Las Palmas are at home to Osasuna. Las Palmas team is on screen for any that are after it. Mika Marmal back in defence. Fabio Silva keeps scoring goals to my continued amazement.
Yeah, same.
Osasuna team on screen. Mallorca at home. That's where you want them. To Real Betis. Mallorca team here. And Betis. Isco in the building. Again, it's a lot of team just guys otherwise, but isn't it? Betis have went downhill.
Big time.
Standard-wise. They do have some guys, but they're just not playing in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Atleti living their best life in the Champions League at home to Villarreal. And Atleti are definitely going for it on all levels. Champions League, they're buzzing. They're still in amongst it for the title in La Liga, of course. And if they're clicking, this team's handy. That, you could easily say they've got the best squad in the league. I think on paper, it's just to be getting the most out of them in terms of depth.
Yeah,
Spider-Man, Griezmann.
Spider-Man scored well midweek, didn't he? But remember, we said about Leganes, didn't we? That was the fixture. If any of your goalkeepers were going to pop, and they struggled. Was it 0-0 in the end, or they lose?
I think Leganes won, mate.
Did they? Wow.
Yeah, Leganes won 1-0, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. They just got that in them, haven't they, Atletico? Not to anyone's surprise, but they just have that 0-0 in them, or that little 1-0 at home loss type of thing, and yeah.
And I was going to say John Nellis on Red Alert, Danny Parejo 50-50 with Comisana. Do you know when the celebration cards came out? I seen that Danny Parejo got one and I sent it to Nellis. And I was like, in case you missed it,
Did you?
aye, we not got it. So no decisives for Parejo. He'll be staying in that packet another week.
Another year probably. He might never get one.
Don't say that, Harry.
What happens if you don't get a decisive and you retire? Pack it. Condom for life.
Condom for life.
Lifetime contract.
Jerry Moreno's up front for that one. Moved on to Sevilla Espanyol. Yeah, never thought about that. I thought you were going to say until next year. Imagine if someone never did it to next year. Would it still open?
Ooh,
someone get injured maybe, or benched, or Balotelli or something,
Charles, what if he retires before the end of the season?
Oh,
bad injury. Don't want to wish it upon him.
No matter what. Fair enough. Nice reading of the T's and C's, Charlie.
Yeah.
And then there's the Espanyol team for anyone that wants it. Real Valladolid is on screen. This is a minor Madrid derby. So this is Valladolid at home to Real Madrid. And celebration Mbappe is probably I heard you and Laird talking about the Bellingham, doing the wingspan stuff and all that. Yeah. But see, when I've seen Mbappe, I don't know if I've seen a Bellingham yet, what it looks like, but the Mbappe one is the card, isn't it?
It is fun, yeah. I mean, the thing is, we haven't seen him score a ton so far. It's one of them, isn't it, where he's been underwhelming so far this season, so I'm really seeing that celebration as much as maybe we'd like, but yeah, that is a fun card. I do like that celebration from him. But the Jude one's timeless, isn't it?
TJ Doc said it, when Rodrigo goes. And we got that. The thinking man's Real Madrid forward, eh?
How good is he, by the way?
Can't believe he never got over 80, but, that was quite unusual for him with 2 decisives.
Yeah, I think did he get dragged a bit? No, I don't think he did. But yeah, he didn't score as well as maybe normally with 2 DAs, like you said. Bellingham must have got a celebration out because he had 2 assists for Rodrigo.
I'm just saying I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, neither have I. That's what I haven't seen it either.
Whoever knows, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Card edition.
Oh, no. What?
Is there other ones, maybe?
Did he even get one? He must have. Don't tell me they missed out on
Bellingham.
No way.
I'm not searching. Yeah, let's do in season.
Okay.
Hollow, Neon, Early Access Animated. Yeah, don't think Bellingham has one.
What? Is that not the biggest? Like, what? That has blown my mind.
It's a missed op, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
Anyway, this is the Vallecano team that'll be taking on Girona. This is the Girona team. Don't know if there's any celebration cards in the Girona lineup, but I'm happy to see all those yellow squares back. There's a lot of them finally. It's been a while. No Miguel Gutierrez, but sadly he's got a bit of an injury, it looks like. So I maybe need to double check my La Liga teams. Sociedad, Getafe. You know how this one's going to go, don't you? It's going to be 1-0 Getafe.
100%. Story 100.
Yeah, team's quite easy to predict. They get absolutely hammered off of Lazio. I don't know if you've seen the goals, but like, Jesus. We went down to 10 men as well.
Time. Yeah, it was tough on it.
The manager's just got to get bagged, man. Just got to bag him.
Yeah, that was a bad result, that.
There's a Getafe team. We then got Athletic Club at home to Leganés. Athletic Club team is on screen. Pretty standard. And then Leganés. Oh, do you know who I bought, Harry, for £2?
Oscar.
Oscar in season. It's like, yeah, give me a bit of that. The DNP'd for 2 games. Yeah. Red card suspension for 2 games. Went down to like £2. So I'll take that, no bother.
Yeah.
Barca home at Valencia, one of the strongest games of the weekend, apparently. Barca team, that where you've got a Rajo back into it. I don't think it's looked that good in a while, really. I know he's played a few matches at this point, but Barca might be back to being stackable.
Yeah, this could be bonkers scores, I think, if you can get the stack right. I mean, I don't think, well, it's just 3 forwards, isn't it, to choose from is the issue, which you'll probably go Rafinha, Yamal if you had the choice, but Lawan can put goals away, so he could just walk to 90, couldn't he, with a couple of DAs?
Yeah.
It's tough.
And when I say bagged, Mikey boy, I mean sacked. I don't know if you're trying to string me up here for premeditated anythings, but it just means sacked, that's all. Oh, do we have John Arambaru? How do you spell it? Buru, Aramburu. I should know that. I want to check this, sorry. In case Laird's got up to a good joke here. No, he doesn't. There's no Arambaru's Laird. Don't do that. Jokes need to have a wee bit of honesty in it. You sent me down for nothing. And then we've got Alaves, Celta Vigo, last one in La Liga. No Joan Jordan for me. Boo. Celta Vigo on screen now. Starfelt's back. Yay. And Moriba, 1 or 2 others. Let's hit through Italy. We've got Torino at home to Cagliari. Torino team is on screen here. Quite a strong back 4 there, by the way.
Yes, pretty strong. Decent fixture.
Yeah. Cagliari team on screen. Then we've got Como. Oh no, what you doing? What you doing, Cesc? He's playing Diao right wing.
They want his legs, don't they?
Let's see what happens with that. Could be good for AA. It could be like Amad Diallo.
I love
That's kind of what he was doing, wasn't it?
Paz Stravetza in the 10s is beautiful, by the way. Kakare as well. Yeah.
I was close to buying a Butes, but when I seen it's Atalanta this week, I thought, well, wait till he concedes 3, maybe a 10 or cheaper next week. Atalanta team's on the screen, and yeah, they can score some goals. No 2 ways about it. Living their best life these days. Napoli team is on screen. Not really living their best life anymore with no Cavaradona. They've kind of lost a bit of X factor, haven't they? Team's still good and fine and all that, but it's just not the same, is it?
No, nowhere near the same as it. They need to replace him big time and fast.
Oh, I beg your pardon, Laird. Please accept my sincere condolences, my sincere apologies. Kolo Muani on to start, on for a debut. Does this transform Juve into a real team?
Is he that much better? I mean, I'm not saying Vlahovic is amazing, but is he that much better than Vlahovic, if any?
He's so much quicker.
You see, Vlahovic is an animal. Like, he's a specimen. He's built like Crumb.
I don't think Vlahovic beats Muani in a race.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't like Muani's quick, but he's not like, I wouldn't have him up there as like the quickest I've ever. It's like Barcola quick type of thing, you know. I'm not saying he's slow, but
way quicker than Vlahovic for me.
Oh, I don't know. Like, yeah, over long distance, I'll agree with you. But I don't know, 10, 15 yards, I'd be surprised if there's much in it. I don't think, but to answer the question, surely not. I don't think that trend. He's not a guy that leads the line, is he really? I don't know.
He's kind of struggled for that in PSG, hasn't he? They wanted the Frankfurt Muani, and Frankfurt play a bit different, you know?
Yeah, 2 9s and like they run channels. Like it's a different game, isn't it, for Frankfurt in the Bundesliga than it is up front for PSG. You know, like Goncalo Ramos is like a 9. You know, like you're not going to run too much, to the wings and stuff. Like he's not going to go in behind that, very often. Muani's just a completely different player, isn't he?
Yeah, the chat's got my back on Vlahovic versus Muani in a race.
I don't know why you think Vlahovic is not athletic. Honestly, lads, you haven't got a clue.
I'm not saying he's not athletic. I know he's got the stereotype of being the lump, right? But he is he's not slow. I don't think anyone would hold that against him. But
I think you'd be surprised because he's so big. I'd be surprised.
Fair. Empoli Bologna is on screen here. Dennis Vazquez back in the building. For anyone that had that goalkeeper, he's back from the death. Bologna, after a famous Champions League result against Borussia Dortmund midweek, are be high as a kite. Looking pretty good. Skorupski hopefully keeps his spot in there. Milan at home. Oh, what happened there? Milan at home to Parma is where we're going to go next. Until it kind of glitched out on us there. There we go. Milan at home to Parma. And Parma have just lost one of their better players. I forget who it is. He's went to Leicester. Koulibaly, a right back. So they've lost somebody, maybe lost somebody else. I forget. But this is the AC Milan team anyway on screen. And Leal's on it now as well.
Yeah, Pulisic back from a little bit of an injury, wasn't it, as well? I think who's the right back normally? Not Calabria. Well, it is Calabria. Yeah.
Oh, this one, sorry.
Yeah, Calabria came off the bench midweek for Emerson Royale, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
it's
not that means too much. Wow, okay. Yeah, I like the look of that. Luke Jones knows ball.
maybe it's a matter of acceleration rather than top speed.
No, I completely agree. Like, yeah, I think optics-wise, Muani will look a lot quicker because he's thinner, and all that kind of stuff. But I bet you Vlahovic is got a bit of power behind him.
Udinese Roma is on screen, and I've seen this centre back get linked to some teams across Europe. I forget who. But if you like a wee bit of transfer stuff, Thomas Christensen, Udinese centre back, watch out for that one. And they're playing Roma. Roma team is on screen. Pretty strong 11. Quite hard to argue with that. Lecce at home to Inter. This feels like a real Inter game. Patrick Dorgu feels like Man United are going to spend 30 million
really
smackaroonies on this guy to play left back for them. Lecce are going to play him up front maybe for his last game. He kind of plays all the way up and down the line. I think you've seen him enough highlights on the timeline. Quite an athletic guy. He's get some highlight moments. But he's certainly not the finished article. I think he's only been in Lecce for 5 minutes. And this is getting like Rasmus Højlund to Man United vibes to me, but anyway.
He is a good player. But yeah, it's that Italy sort of, I don't know, tax for whatever reason. All their youngsters seem to just go for mega money, don't they? From that league.
And then this Inter Milan side doesn't look like it drops a goal or any points playing Lecce, does it?
No, very hard to see anything other than a little clean. I say that though. Inter Milan, I'm sure they conceded. Yeah, they did. They conceded against Empoli on the weekend, by the way. Just a random, I don't know. Like, yeah. They obviously have it in them, but yeah, it's very hard to see Lecce to score that.
Nordischland alumni.
Love that. Love it.
Lazio Fiorentina is on screen. And Harry, I finished 7th in the Best of Europe thing this game week. See, the guy that won it, his limited card was Mario Gia.
What did he score? 100?
97.
Sometimes luck's on your side. Luck's on your side, Quinny. And, you pick Mario Gia and he scores 97. Like it just happens. That's a tough one. I saw Nuno Tavares went off injured like 43rd minute and scored like nearly 90 points. No clean sheet at the time. Yeah, 50. Yeah, he come off injured, so I don't know how bad it was, but yeah, Pellegrini maybe comes in.
Fiorentina team is on screen. Quite predictable at this stage, I think. Venezia, Hellas, Verona. We're on to now. I'm just going to try and polish this off. We've still got France to hit through. Just kind of noticing the time and whatnot. But yeah, there's Venezia. Here is Hellas, Verona, and this guy I keep saying his name. He's linked to somebody really good wanted him today. I seen on the timeline like Chelsea or Man City or somebody like that. Reda Bellahane.
Never heard of him, to be fair.
I've been talking about him every week. Maybe he's on out at that point. I don't blame you.
Where's
Reda
he
Bellahane.
from?
He sometimes plays for Verona, but all the scout pages love him, and he's been having like lots of wee tenuous links. And I seen one of them the other day. It was like somebody proper was after him. Like,
Was he
big
Moroccan,
time.
Algerian?
Yeah,
type
something
of...
like that. Yeah, like North African French or something. I don't know. But he's on to play this one, so maybe he scores some points against Venezia, puts himself in the shop window and all that caper. Genoa and Monza will finish up Serie A for us. It's not just a little kind of passing reference, just that Bellahine. There's that guy. Watch out for him. I've not made a mad deal about it. But just a wee consistent mention because he's things that are on my timeline I like to share with you all because if I can't buy them, maybe one of you can. So rattle through France, we've got Auxerre at home at Saint Etienne here. Perrin is playing. Leon is playing.
And Noah Masango. Wow, he's been in the pits of the championship for like 5 years. Can't get a game for Bristol City, Burnley, as you can see in his picture. Yeah, mate. Like he was like a wonder kid. Bristol City signed a few years ago for like good money, and literally just never played a game in his life. It's a really, but like still highly rated and has a future if he can get fit and healthy or whatever. But yeah, it looks like he's starting, which is nice for him.
Yeah, watch out for that one then. Great shout, Harry boy. And then we've got St Etienne. Kind of, again, their strongest team. I'm not too sure about the forward and or Fomba here. These look like new names to me, but I don't always pay that much attention to St Etienne. But there's their team on screen.
That's decent. One of Laird's boys. They signed him from the Belgium league. Yeah,
nice. Monaco team is on screen now. We've already got confirmation that Single won't be making it, but otherwise this looks like the team. So does that maybe bring Teze into the fold or Salisu are the ones that are on?
Yeah, Salisu. It's got to be
backup.
Yeah, 2 centre halves.
Beerif going to start this. Sorry.
No, I was because I wouldn't fancy Teze centre half, but Beerif. Someone said he looked. It was Charlie, wasn't it? Charlie said he looked pretty sharp in one of the most recent games. I think he saw him play.
Chelsea to Bellahine.
Wow.
Maybe to replace Renato Vega as just that 27th player they don't need in the squad to play left back in the Conference League or whatever. This is the REM team. No Kyogo yet. Kyogo set to become a top 5 champion Euro forward. Heard it here first. Seko Fofana, kind of attacking mid, by the way. That could be a fun little thing here, but tough opposition. Monaco Rennes, but a brave man to call what way this one goes, but good players on show for both teams. And good luck to anyone that's playing cards from it.
Well, Welshman in the engine room.
James. Boy James. Strasbourg at home to Leo. Leo licking their wounds after Champions League action midweek. Strasbourg coming into it quite fresh, of course. Both teams are there for you. PSG at home to Reims. Kang In Lee is projected to start, so he's not gonna. Well, he did start midweek after he wasn't projected to start. So
he did.
The rhyme and the reason continues to go.
I'd be very shocked if Dembele didn't start after his cameo off the bench because he came on at half time and completely changed the game. Surely Cravadonna gets a sniff as well, doesn't he? Maybe off the bench, but mate, that Doué is an absolute baller, by the way. That Doué, oh my god, mate. He is like so aesthetically pleasing to watch as a footballer. Like, oh mate, honestly, so good.
Spent a lot of money on him. They really fought a lot of teams for him as well.
Yeah, I can see why they tried to, why they did snap him up so quickly, mate. Honestly, he could do anything. Like, he could be whatever he wants to be, type of thing. If he sort of sticks to it, because wow, frightening potential.
Yeah, huge collection of quality in the PSG team. Vitinha, Jon Snow still in the engine room with Warren, so good to see that. Lucas Hernandez still in the fold. He's not got injured again. That's lovely.
Yeah, he might make a cameo.
Did we look at the opposition there? Sorry. No, we didn't.
I think we did, but they won't be up to much.
There's the Dream Team, sorry.
The Dream Team.
Yep. Le Havre at home to Brestois. And I seen Jamie Carragher and Mika Richards and CBS were taking all of our nice Brest chat.
I know, as if we haven't been, sort of saying that for the last 4 years.
been ripping us off. Not that we,
You know.
because we invented that, of course. You know, we've not ripped
Right,
anyone
yeah.
else off for that. Lon's on Jer on the screen now. Matt Ryan, back from the dead, into start.
Imagine. Is he that much better than Kofi? I don't know.
On Jer. Well, he's probably not been transferred into sitting the bench, is kind of my logic with it.
No, I guess not, but...
Nonce v Leon is on screen for us now as well. There's the Nonce team. And Leon, having played Thursday night away to Fenerbahce.
Yep, in Turkey, 0-0.
Yeah. Cherky started that game. Looks to start this one. Love to see it. Keep going, wee man.
Shop window.
Toulouse at home to Montpellier. Both on screen there. Teji plays.
Yep.
And then Nice Marseille. Your
This
boys.
is a derby game. This is like one of the craziest games in France, I think. Like, from like an ultra perspective. I know Lyon are big on that as well, and PSG, but I'm pretty sure this is like a derby.
Yeah. Get your yachts out.
Yeah. Get your Ric Flairs out.
Yeah, both teams are on screen. Both look pretty good. I don't know who this Bilal Nadir is playing, but fair.
He's a good. He's been coming in last few weeks with like Rongier, or like when Højbjerg didn't play. He's been like the third midfielder, but with Rongier out, maybe comes in as second.
Yeah, so derby, clash of the South Coast.
No Diop for Nice is a big miss for them. Massive miss, actually. He's suspended.
Yeah. So that's Champion Euro. And the big competition for Champion Euro this week is the Best of Europe one, where I've went out, Harry, after my success midweek, and I bought an Andy Robertson for this to go after it again.
Wow.
I went Salah, went Rodrigo, going Bruno and Sommer, and then I got a wee £2 Robbo, you know.
Can't say no, can you?
The market credit in this is 100% payable, so you can buy a full card with it.
Really? Huh.
It was a great short. This tube from Scotland put out a few days ago. It was kind of speaking about it and that, you know. So be sure to check it out if you've missed it, anyone out there. But feels like a bit of fun. Since I've won it 1 week, I'm just like, hey, why not? Just go again. Defense seemed quite open. It's not an obvious smasher out there this game week, but like you say, guys like Salah, one or two of these other guys are maybe kind of obvious to rip. And I thought, just go defense because there's someone that could be all right. Get a wee boost on them, you know, maybe make the difference. So that's Champion Euro. That's kind of how I'm lining up with that. Don't know if any of you guys are playing at home. If you are, let us know your teams and your left field shouts to make up the difference. Let us know. Other than that, season 2 on MFL is now finished, and it didn't quite go to plan for me. It's all eyes now on season 3, and they support the content here on the channel. There is a link in the description of the video, wherever you're finding this broadcast, that will get you all the beginner bonus stuff that you're going to need to open up your account, start your club, get some players into your club, and get ready for season 3. If you do get stuck, if you've got any questions, of course, reach out and we can help you out. But that link that's in there supports us, the shows here, the content, everything. So if you are going to play MFL, open your account by clicking the link that's in the bio here. Supports me, Harry, the show here, and everything else. So thanks very much to everyone that gets involved in that. And Challenger Harry Boy, which is a region of Sorare that has kind of been at the top of all the topic points in a way, because we've obviously had MLS and Brazil leaving it. So it's not really been about Challenger necessarily, but Challenger's had a lot of a shake-up and a squeeze at the moment. So this is kind of Challenger now forever. It's not going to change. We're not going to see MLS come back in. We're not going to see Brazil come back in. This is kind of how it is. And we were talking about the Nordisland crew that's getting built in the Sorare community, but we also had Brøndby come on this week as well. So this region's kind of getting its own little identity together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely getting a rebrand, isn't it? With the obviously MLS coming out and that being, you know, playing in a different time, you know, as far as seasonality goes. So yeah, I think it makes sense. You know, I think we'll see a bit more fluidity now, maybe between the contender European leagues and maybe coming up to Challenger at some point. I don't know who, and definitely not Scotland. But yeah, you know, I think there'll be a bit of fluidity there. And yeah, it makes it look a bit neater. You know, it's obviously going to impact the prize pools because we're losing a 30-man MLS lineup, right? That lineup of teams. So yeah, that affects things, I guess. But yeah, a little bit disappointing. Not disappointing, but you know, like it's just going to be less money on the line, I guess, less prizes from that perspective. I did notice that we don't have a full Eredivisie this weekend for some reason. Like 20 played yesterday in in the Europa League or whatever. They don't play this weekend. There's a few teams not playing for some reason. I don't know.
Dutch League might be moving the guys that play midweeks to help them out. Like just give them a free weekend. Some leagues are quite accommodating.
Trying to think who else would have played from the Dutch League. Ajax maybe. Yeah, you're probably right. Ajax aren't playing. There's definitely a bit of that in there. But then like PSV did play and they're playing again. But I think it's because of Thursday. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, PSV were quite early in the game week, weren't they?
Yeah, Tuesday I think they played.
Yeah, so maybe something like that.
The Kaisermike is a 50-50.
Oh, that's fun.
Huh. Trained alone inside yesterday, but should start. Got you. The Kaisermike are questionable. Don't risk it if you don't want to. Interesting. Okay, that might change my landscape of the road to glory there. But yeah, Utrecht, Hercules, PSV with the old COVID going around, I think.
Yeah.
Around the streets of Eindhoven. They reckon Pepe probably comes in for Luke de Jong there. After him, Luke de Jong play midweek, they'll play the next midweek type of thing. So might be semi easy to predict that one. Nekbada there. Groningen, Herenveen. There's a few good scorers here that could pop off. The keeper being one. This Rente's rated pretty highly in the pick scores and stuff. Outside of that, maybe you're probably I don't know. Yeah, I don't know much about I know Johan Hove, but I don't think he's been scoring that well so far this season. Sittard versus Zawol. Krastev scored 100 last week against PSV, turned into Messi.
Yeah, I've seen it.
One of Laird's disciples that he's shelved. Ends up scoring.
Krastev.
Yeah, he's had his cards.
I didn't know Laird got one.
Yeah, he had his cards a few months ago because it might have been to do with obviously in season Chow, but also he plays for Bulgaria or whatever, so there was like a bit of that sprinkled in. Willem 2 Warwick. Itaren season's back underway. That's weird, no, actually, Quinny, because AZ played yesterday and they play this weekend. They're the only team. I don't know.
Interesting.
But,
maybe it's a cup involved. Dutch Cup.
Yeah, good point, yeah. Because Feyenoord don't play either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could very well be, yeah. And then Sparta. I've seen this big Mike might be going to... Is it Plymouth? I'm sure I saw Plymouth linked. We had it in the Discord.
Mike Double E. Yeah, Plymouth want him, but they've got a tasty wage cut if they get relegated on the contract, and he's not up for that.
Shock horror.
Yeah.
Luton Millwall. Norwich updated 22 minutes ago. Getting the intel. Lewis Dobbin, Sargent, Fisher, McLean, Doyle at the back, Big Angus Gunn in goal. Scotty Twining for Bristol City. Luke McNally's been scoring pretty well. Owen Beck's been doing the business as well. A couple of last man tackles and some 80 pluses last couple of games.
Love that.
Yeah, Cardiff with a massive result against the Swans last week. South Wales derby. Turned them over for once. Doesn't happen very often, so
nice.
Watford Cov. Preston Borough. This Latte Lath has still not actually gone to Atlanta. I don't know whether that's sort of falling through or they're stalling. I don't know what the script is with that one.
Interesting. I feel like that was done.
I thought it was done as well, yeah. Davis out for 4 to 6 weeks. Unbelievable.
So does that do for Bayern left back? Guerrero,
yeah. That kills me, that does. Fucking Alfonso. As soon as he signs a new contract, banks his 20 mil signing on fee, fucking plays Fortnite for 6 weeks. Honest to God. Sunderland is definitely the matchup, though, I think, on paper. Did you see that Wilson Isidor's 2 penalty misses a couple of weeks ago? Tell me you saw it. He missed 2 penalties. Remember when Trafford saved 2? He missed both.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he
I think
come on Twitter.
I think I seen maybe one of Trafford's saves from that game week. I didn't realise it was him, but were they bad?
Like in 10 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't great pens, but he came on Twitter and was like, "I'm so sorry, like it's the worst day of my life, and like I promise I'll make it up to you and stuff," as if he was like apologizing to an ex or something.
Oh, fair enough.
Well, not his
At
ex.
least he's living the life in that sense, like for the fans.
Where's his heart on his sleeve, I guess.
Yeah.
Burnley Leeds is a big one. Big game.
Yeah. First versus third or something, I think.
Yeah. Pompey Millwall. That's the champ done. And then we go into my favorite league, the Belgian league. Big Brahimi, my boy. Nearly 40 AA last week as a forward.
Nice.
Absolute ledge. Westerlo Genk with Jung Dalin goal now. There to save them. A nice little team.
Get it, save the day.
Yeah, because the other two goalies are fucking O+. Big Penders is displaced HVC. RIP. Brugge versus Charleroi. Big Zorgan maybe on for a decent game. See, I can't see how Jashari's 80%. I think he rests. Definitely think he rests. The Lord should be pretty safe though.
Plays every week. That kind of guy, isn't he?
Loves it, doesn't he? There's some guys who don't need rest, do they? Like otherwise their bodies kind of seize up a little bit after a couple of days. Like they want to be playing all the time.
Yeah.
Missador, Agent Cooper, that's great. Great wordplay there. Love that. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's a topper.
USG and Beerschut. They had a great win yesterday against Braga, USG. They beat Braga at home.
Oh, very well done. I didn't see a lot of USG fanfare on my timeline, actually. I never really connected the dots on that. But fair play.
Franjo, my boy, scored 2 from Rijeka. I was speaking to Ian yesterday. Ian reckoned he's going to Brighton in the summer, which wouldn't surprise me, obviously, with the USG connection. But he's in line for a big move, I think.
Nice.
Big Franjo. Sporting CB. Someone said in the chat, I think it was Cam. He said he's got intel that Gyökeres is only going to play 60 minutes max, apparently. So,
oh,
yeah.
So he gets that hat trick before he gets subbed off. Then
I'm sure he will.
Does he get a flight to catch? Is he pulling a Kyogo and just flying away after the game? Never
getting
coming
his
back.
win bonus, and he's gone.
Aye.
Did I show Porto? I think I did. Oh, excuse me. Porto got battered. Who did they lose to? Olympiacos stuck a couple on Porto yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Fly through Turkey. Bayezid on a 55-45. Hate to see it. Gala at home. It feels like Gala's been at home for like the last 8 weeks. They're just at home every weekend, honestly.
Aye.
It's mental. Ritterspor, Demisspor. My boy Balki back in the building. Love to see it. Tough game against Besiktas. Under Ole. Big win midweek. I think he got a little 3-1-er. Rafa Silva coming up trumps.
Nice.
Fenner at home as well. Shock horror. Big Dusan. And then Kasim Pasa. Contender's a bit more jam-packed this game week, more so than ever before, with Croatia coming back, and there's a lot to go through here. So I won't spend a crazy amount of time on everything, apart from we'll do it, SPFL. Obviously in depth.
Through the rest.
Yeah. Ooh, Stojkovic, and then 90%. Wow.
In the 10, Batterina deep. That's a fun development.
Yeah, apparently it's Batterina in the 8, Ademi in the 6, Stoik in the 10. I do like that a lot. Rijeka
Nice.
at home to Lokomotiva. And then how have I got a Slaven stack, by the way? Why have I got 3 Phantoms?
Got no idea, buddy.
They're collections from like these two played for Rijeka, and this guy plays for Macedonia. I just had him for the international breaks. Sego is on to start for his new club, Hajduk Split.
Oh, wow.
Love to see
That'll
it.
be big. Could be big. What do you think? Does he hit the ground running?
I don't know. Someone told me like he might lose sets and stuff, which could be a big loss on his AA game, I guess. If he does lose them, then yeah, you might argue he's probably not going to be as good. But they could be, playing on a better team. There's more chance of DAs in general from open play, so that might counterbalance it. But I honestly don't know. I don't know enough about Hajduk, honestly. And then Tobe says, no way Sego has set over Rakitic. So that tells you all you need to know. Maybe.
Yeah, Rakitic. I forgot. Rakitic all the
boy,
way.
isn't he? He runs things around there, I think. Bodart in goal. Paris. They've got some good players, this Paris team.
Yeah.
Rasso, Lopez, Cabal. Couple of good boys. Lorient Clement. The Bundes 2, where there's just goals galore every game. Lennart Grill on a 50-50 when Nahuel, no. This is a good fixture, I think. Braunschweig at home for Magdeburg. A couple of good scorers there, maybe. Are you loading up your Marvin Vanizek this weekend?
Yeah, I've got Vanizek, and I've kind of got everything going this game week. I'm just trying to deal with this Van de Vert thing in the background because I'm conscious that I might screw myself with time like we sometimes do on this show. So I'm just trying to get my ducks in a row a wee bit so that I'm not totally flapping. So I've not got training done. Just to put that out.
Tim Goller in goal for Hersa, apparently. 35% on.
Oh, wow.
He looks young. I'm sure he's under 23. Paderborn Darmstadt.
Random keeper thing.
Yeah, I've never seen that. 3 keepers in contention.
That's a headache and a half.
Yeah. Oh, we have a J-League game, do we?
One, yeah. Cerezo versus Vissel.
Huh. Don't have predictions for it, but...
Boo.
Wow, there's so many teams to go through now in Contender. I hate Contender so much. I hate it so much. Ivan Gil, 60%. Love to see it. Deportivo. Alvarez on an 80. Campos on a 90. Ooh, Jalabert back. That's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I like him. Arribas. Luis Suarez. Poor man's Luis Suarez. Who's actually really good. Chira. Colombato. He was a mate. Remember how good Colombato was last year for Oviedo? He used to smash for like a nice period of time.
Brendan's press conference is out.
Ooh, you listening?
I kind of need to. I'm going to mute. 2 seconds.
Get an update on
Brendan Mirandes. Liga MX. Alan Montez on a 60 lead. Are you risking him? Paradella, Pavlicino, both in the building. Amarilla plays for Matters. Wow. Paulinho. By the way, I had did any of you watch Sorare After Dark last night? Honestly, it might have been the funniest stream I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly, I was actually crying tears at some of those interactions on Omegle with Jimmer. It was honestly just ridiculous. Oh, Hammers has a double game week, does he? Wow, okay. Cade Cowbell, Chicharito, Santos Laguna, Ramiro Soto. I like him. Good winger. Monterrey versus Pachuca. Idrissi, Solomon Rondon. I guess the rest of them are all double game weeks, aren't they? So it doesn't really make too much sense to have a look at them. We'll have a look at... Oh, we got Colombia back. Wow. Deportivo Cali. I'll skip SPFL until Quinny's back, and then we'll do Serie B first. Bit of Serie B. Sorry that I'm rushing through these, but we are on a time constraint, and I haven't done all my training and fiddling around with last minute changes potentially. Sampdoria's team. Melamulenstein in the building. Brescia. Pisa. My boy Sepe's been dethroned. Oliver Christiansen's in the building now. There's a new GK around these blocks. Palermo. Cremonese. And we do have the Arges. Racing. Almendra's still there. Ooh, Vieto's back, isn't he? That's fun. Independiente. Somebody's after my Rodrigo Super Rare, apparently. So I'm seeing on my notifications, who is not even up for sale, so can't see that one going too well, but we'll see. Gimnasia. Galrada. Estudiantes were after Santi Rodriguez, my boy, but hopefully they've maybe quietened down their interest. I've done that one, haven't I, already? And then River's probably the biggest one, isn't it? Armani on a 90. Wow, Montiel, Quattro. Wow, there's going to be some big scores there, isn't there? And then Boca at home. What's happening with Bray's on a 60? Is Alan Velasco fit? What's the script with him? There's so many teams in Argentina, Jesus. Rosario, they played last night, I believe. Capetti leading the line for them against Lanús. Petroli. And Velez. Pellegrini. Amana. Okay, so it's just Scotland to do. I'll rattle through everything other than... Ooh, Clarkson's on, is he? Hearts Killy. Ross County Hibs. St. Johnson Motherwell. Tony Watts in the building. And then Dundee United versus Rangers. Jack Butland back in goal. Interesting. And then we'll let Quinny finish and tell us all about the Celtic lineup when he's got time. A rebate, yeah, Padigal. Actually having a rebate card. I saw him come up in my lineup builder.
I've just kind of paused it. If anyone else is checking in on the press conference, they can help us out a wee bit. But I've just paused it, Harry, since we're on Scotland. It's kind of funny because like some decisions are made for us with this game, with Kyogo leaving and stuff like that. I find the defence quite hard to call. I was saying this to McBride. It feels like every game now I'm saying Scales has to come in for Vickers. Vickers has played 9 games in a row. We a match every 3 days, 90 minutes. So I'm just sketchy on that. I've not played any of my Vickerses anywhere. But yeah, it's probably the team that runs. I think McKeown starts over Hatate, though. That's the main change I would say to that. McKeown didn't play at all in Champions League. Hatate played 90 minutes. McKeown plays against every team called Dundee or Dundee United. So it's that's the only kind of thing I would say differently to that from not listening to the press conference in full yet. But yeah,
pretty sure we covered every blade of grass then on the Predict Device site. So yeah, unless there's any updates, I don't want to be hearing the old "Can we look at X?"
Did you see Motherwell's team?
Was in like what starting or
no? My goalkeeper's back from the death. Balcombe.
Balcombe. Boy, he didn't break his. Did he have a broken finger or something?
That's the one that was at St Mirren and got recalled to Brentford. He's now at Motherwell.
No way.
To replace the guy with the broken thumb. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Sorry, he was Oxbridge or something, wasn't he? Oxbridge? I'm pretty
sure.
That's funny. The merry-go-round of Scottish keepers, eh?
Yeah. So I've got some keepers
Fulham's
back
been
in the fold.
updated. Fulham
nice.
Updated. No new injuries following press conference. Okay. Iwobi was fine. He was just ill, apparently. But yeah, if there's any updates, we'll definitely like go into those type of things. Villa has been updated, apparently. Update, McGinn is back in full training, may get bench minutes, then start in midweek. Onana is out. Great intel. Oh, United. Euro had pain and fatigue. The lit was a bruise. Slight risk on Mazraoui. But I think the rest in midweek will have allowed him to fully recover. Okay. Right, I need to do a bit of fiddling around on
this press conference is quite hard to listen to. It's been done through Zoom, so the audio is like rank rotten as well.
Oh, that's annoying.
But Brendan's saying he still wants to buy an hour striker. We're bringing in Jota and an hour striker. So that's a good buzz. Wow. I've tried to skip through the question. You can hear the question, you know what he's going to be talking about. So I'm just trying to kind of hammer through it. But if anyone has listened to it and feel there is any kind of team news in it, feel free to put me out of my misery here. But I'll endeavour to fire through it. Yeah. I've still got training lineups to do as well. We've got tons of stuff going on. Lots of breaking news there as well. We've just seen come through with Harry on the old Predictify. Some last minute changes. Any last minute changes you see, guys, across the way, let us know. Get it into the live chat and we can do our best to keep everyone up to speed with it. There's only 127 of you that have hit the like button, guys. The first protocol is we've got to get to 150. I think you know that. So, guys, take the phone out of your pocket, change the tab on your screen, whatever it is you need to do. Sorare own and control the internet. They know you're here watching the Deadline show. They know you're enjoying yourself. You're having a great time. You're getting some great intel before the Deadline shows up. And they don't like to see that you don't show the love and support by hitting the like button. So do yourself a favor. Make sure you don't get the wrong captain picks. You're not going to get those random DNPs at the wrath of Sorare. You don't want to be on the end of that. Hit the like button. Save yourself. Save your teams, SOS style. And support the show, of course. It means a lot to me and Harry Boy. And we're smashing the likes the last couple of weeks, Harry. We were hitting the 160s, 170s. So, guys, 150s, first protocol. Any update on Lennon Miller? I think the only update I've got on Lennon Miller is he is not staying in Scotland, like categorically. Like that is not happening. He is leaving.
I was listening to Open Goal last night, and Ferguson has been putting a word in at Bologna apparently about Lennon Miller. Like the Bologna owners are asking Lewis Ferguson about him. So yeah, he's definitely gone at some point. He's way too good for Motherwell.
Yeah, so even though he's got a little injury, it feels like that's not derailed his transfer prospects too much. But it certainly is probably moved Celtic and most likely Rangers as well. Although I don't know how close they were ever were to negotiations for him, because Rangers quite famously now don't have much of a transfer budget, and Motherwell want bells and whistles. They want all the money they can get for this guy. So they're not selling on the cheap essentially. So up the thumbs, says Rude to Triple A. Love that. Love get the thumbs right up. Kvitsgarden rumours heating up. Well, not really. There's no actual reporting heating up. It's just all the people that keep linking Kvitsgarden to Celtic that just keep linking them. So I don't know how to read that one. Corner Harder now set to start instead of Gyökeres. SOS. Wow. Lisbon holders.
Wow. Big intel. I think I'm good to go, Quinny. I don't think... For some reason, Vieira's out, saying like he's going to be out of the squad, but I don't know why that would be, honestly. Anyone got any intel on that? I had Howson in one of my better champ teams, but I thought, you know what? He deserves a run out in D1 under 23 Super. I've not been there for a while. And he
earned it, mate.
He's earned it, hasn't he?
He's a guy that's a bit form, isn't he?
Yeah. Not an easy game, but I think he could churn. I was umming on whether or not to buy a goalkeeper for Underdog, but I don't think I'm going to be honest. I haven't got the minerals for it.
With all the Scottish keepers I've bought, Harry, I've now got extra goalkeepers, finally.
I'd love to be in that position. I really don't have that. I mean, like, I do have extra keepers, but like Diouf is not L15 under 45, so that screws me there.
That's the good thing about Scottish goalkeepers. Every one of them is L15 under 45. That's a USP.
That's the USP. Right, let's see if the export button works. I think I messed that up myself, actually. I didn't even click. Pendants. There we go. Let's get them in. Let's get the boys in.
Ay, caramba. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I've got a bunch of lineups I'm quite excited about. Could have maybe done with an extra hour just to double check everything. It feels like, cause I do have a lot of pieces to kind of juggle around. I think I've probably just about made the best of it. How do you feel coming into the weekend, Harry?
I think I'm feeling a little bit more pressure, mate, to be honest. Like, as in, first time I've ever had 3 challenger in season D1s. Like, I've not had 3 of anything in any scarcity, you know, as far as D1s go. So yeah, bit of pressure, I think, to maybe stay in the divisions then and have an impact, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I you know, child in season Super is always the one that I'm like trying to get right all the time, and I'm in an hour on who the midfielder should be here outside, you know, within Hayne and Maro Jr. is basically the toss up there. Obviously, PSV have an unbelievable fixture, but Maro Jr. doesn't necessarily always benefit, you know, greatly from playing at left back, you know, as a midfielder card anyway. So yeah, I'm not too high on that. I've relegated Kimmich to D2 for champ. Yeah, I just think Pedri's the better play this week, and like obviously they're classics, right? So I don't have much of a choice. I'd love to play them both, obviously, but I can't. But yeah, I've gone Rodrigo in my main champ lineup alongside Greenwood, Vasilj, Kevin Danso comes back in. I bought a Frankowski last night. I've got a bit of a long stack anyway. Yeah, and I didn't have him, and I was like, I need an in-season mid to allow me to play this double forwards malarkey with Rodrigo Greenwood. So I didn't need it, but I felt as though he was probably the best play for 20 quid, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm confident. I'm yeah, don't know. Never, not gonna have. I'm not gonna replicate last week's results. I can tell you that for free.
Well, no, that attitude, Harry.
Well, there's no specialist. Come on, like things are out of my control.
Yeah.
I'm in with the big boys, but I'm happy about it. I do need to do a bit of. Well, this guy's come back again. This guy's after my Rodrigo, but he's just not going anywhere. It's just not going to happen.
Guys, we're at 241 live. I meant to tell you this all earlier on, but we've actually had a rare in-season card donated to us to give away today.
Wow.
So I'm glad you've all hung on to now because we'll give it away rather shortly. I'm not sure if he's playing this game week, but for all you that have stayed on the YouTube, we're at 139 likes. I told you already, we need to get to 150. Come on, let's get to 150. We've got a rare in-season contender to give away. Let's get the like button smashed, guys. We'll do it pop quiz style in the live chat. So, it's fastest finger first. It's all fun and games. Anyone could win it. So get involved. Hit the like button. Get us up as high as we can. If we break a new record, I'll be buzzing. But we need to at least get to 150.
What do I need to do? I had a bit of Mr. Midweek, Quinny.
Oh, nice. Feel free to show us.
Yeah, just a bit of finished 14th in under 23. As I said about the Bischoff thing, he cost me first. But
yeah,
we're getting a little tier 4 with it. Yeah, 14th and 16th in Super Rare, which gets us a little cheeky box.
nice.
Got a bit of cash from the Europa League lineup, which was quite nice. Again, Bischoff let me down there. So yeah, he's in my bad books. He's been relegated to D2 this weekend. He's just too big time, mate, for the gallery now, I think, after his contract signing. Okay, underdog. Do I bother playing a few 4-mans? Where do I put my 4-mans?
That's one thing I was going to do was put some stuff like that in a Contender Limited Classic. But I don't know if I can be gassed.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be bothered. Fuck.
What have I got back there?
Can I play Underdog Limited a minute? Let's see. What's Bodart's? I don't know what to do.
Can be a wee bit of choice paralysis sometimes, can't it?
Yeah, I mean, like none of it's gonna really none of it's gonna really matter. It's just where can I pick up a few boxes maybe in Champ? That might be a little entry, D3. I'll throw a few players in.
See it, guys. We smashed through 150 likes. We need to push it up, but can we get to 160? Can we push it up, guys? There's only 20 minutes to the deadline. We'll have an in-season rare card to give away to one of you guys that get involved in liking, and then we've got a pop quiz to hit out with. Oh, I'm making a wee throwaway classic limited thing, and I've managed to get Matthias Pellegrini to play up front for me for once. So that's funny for me anyway. And is there any other bit of fodders I could throw in there? Let's put you in there. There we go. That'll do. That's a bit of a throwaway. We back in to fix there after. Did you see John Nellis' video with Bale? No?
No, I didn't see that. When did that come out?
Must be hot off the press. Sounds like a new one.
That sounds fun. Coha El Karani.
And I think I've almost got everything. Ducks in a row ready. 20 minutes of deadline. I don't feel too mad for it. There we go. That will do. I don't know if you can hear the weather here, but we're in the eye of the storm.
Smashing down, is it?
Oh, Harry boy, well gel.
That's fun.
Well gel. And last little throwaway spot back here.
Fun fact, Gareth Bale's dad was my caretaker in primary school.
That is a fun fact.
Oh, Bailey.
Oh, Bailey.
Right.
That's what you called him.
Frank. Big Frank.
The Schmeicher selection headache is annoying. Harry boy, how you feeling with that one?
I don't need to wrestle with it personally. As in, like, I don't need to take the risk. But yeah, if you can help it, don't take the risk. Right? It's not even that good of a fixture. They play a tough team, so don't risk it.
Oh, super rares. Actually, I need to look at them quickly because Miguel Gutierrez isn't going to play, is he? I'll put this on screen in case anyone finds this interesting. This is what I had lined up. And JJ is not going to play, and Lorente is not going to play. So I think I take my David Lopez and swap that with Miguel, probably. That's probably an easiest thing to do. I've put the better team in D3 because I want to win it. Because that's kind of how I've been rolling with this, you know. Trying to win some in seasons by hook or by crook. So we'll do that in D3. And then this kind of team was, yeah, sorry as the last pick. I've maybe actually got champ options with, because I think my defense in La Liga now is kind of screwed. Yeah, I don't really have anyone else. Midfield is done, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a champ lineup with this one rather than, so I'll need to check training. Who's in training that I want to use? I'm just going to delete it. And we've got Christie. So just remember that. Christie's the only one to call out a training if we want. Discover a new game. Classic. Underdog? I got super rare underdogs. What's Sorare's? Do I have underdogs? Using our lineup. No, I don't have any for gold. Oh, that's Premier League. Underdog. Do I have any super rare for underdog? We could play Killison, but he's my best keeper this week. And I could probably put a halfway decent team, by the way.
Yeah, you got a little team going on there, Tati.
That would then be my... Let's try Killison. And then... Oh, Jesus, defence is probably Bueno against Arsenal. No, I don't know if I fancy that. I think I'll just go back to Champ and see what division I can play there. Champ. Super. And I'll need to play a D2, which is fine. D2 could get lucky. So Sorare will be in goals. I can take off this filter. So we'll have Sorare in the nets. Angelino and Mukiele both look like really good defender picks, I think. Way better than Santi. I think I'd take Angelino first. And then midfield. Sabitzer was on to play there, but it was like sus, wasn't it? It was like...
Yeah, they think like he might play, but I don't think it's nailed.
I don't think any of these other guys are likely. Where was all those other, those other underdogs where if I was going to prioritise underdog, wouldn't it? And take, yeah, Ivan Martin and these guys out of there. No, I'll leave that. Yeah, no, I'll stick with going an extra champ team rather than tearing it up. Or we'll... Let's have a look at the underdog thing again quickly. So let's imagine we put Killison in nets and we wouldn't be able to get any of the good defenders. We still play the same midfielder. We still play Tati up front. What's the prize feeling underdog? Tier 1 at the top. 300 entrants. Top 20% get something. Or maybe slide and hide into a super rare D2. How many people are in that? 248. Tier 1s are the same. Yeah, I'm probably going to stay with the champ. Sorry. So, best mid, I'm just going to go with Sabitzer. And then Tati up front. And probably, I'll probably go double defence with Mukiele, actually. this one. So it's kind of not holding my breath on this team anyway.
Yeah.
Who'd you captain out of this, Harry? Angelino for consistency, or tactics he takes. He's like a striker, maybe just likes to take some,
Angelino for me.
Yeah, Angelino. I'll go with that. Could be Sorare.
Could be so. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not normally a captain goalkeeper guy, but yeah, if there is a goalkeeper to captain, he probably is it, isn't he?
That's definitely Schmeichel.
Well,
Let's go Angelino.
If he was in the
yeah, I know. Just saying, Schmeichel's the man for that.
He is the man, isn't he?
Okay, so 2 champ teams, 1 good, 1 not so good, and then hide that. 2 La Liga teams that are good. I feel quite ready, quite set. These are my 2 underdog lineups, Harry. I've got a good one and a bad one. Can you tell which is which?
First one's nice though. Sociedad boys.
Yeah. But are they Sociedad boys?
Well, they're not now. No, they're not now. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Rafinha with the Sociedad lads. Go after some more cash with that.
Ooh, okay, yeah, don't mind that.
We bit of La Liga, we bit of Bundesliga. I'm getting goalkeepers everywhere now, Harry.
Bundesliga, wow! I never thought I'd see the day.
Aye.
You ventured into Bundes.
Rem Mukiele getting played there. I put Juranovic into this team, a D4 champ, just trying to be sneaky with it. Play a wee team in the low division and see if we can get a wee. None of them are great, you know what I mean? But maybe they do all right. Yeah. Sly Bar Stewards, we've called this team. Just try to be sneaky, hide in the low division, I wish this was in D1. It got relegated last week, Harry, but this is my D2 champ classic. Liverpool, Szoboszlai and Robbo, Bruno playing Southampton, Cherky season, obviously.
It's a good team.
And then the goalkeeper's kind of always playing with my top team because he's quite spiky, really, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. That's a good team, that.
Yeah, I think really so. I'm quite happy with that. The backup team's not too bad either, Division 3. And then Celtic-wise or Challenger-wise, or whatever you want to think of it as, I've got 1 D1 in season. I went with Berardi as the classic, Celtic spine, backing my hunch on McKeown to start this one. Kuhn and Alistair Johnson are the other players. And then my 2 D2s, I've got both my Balcombs back. Motherwell away at St Johnstone. Sorry, Ian Sorare in the chat, but St Johnstone are not scoring against Motherwell with Balcombe and goals for me. And one of the teams, Harry, if you look at it, one of them is I've got the River Plate double defence in season, Quattro Montiel. And then in the middle of it, I've got double game week captain James Rodriguez and double game week Giacomakis up front.
That's tasty. The doubles.
It feels like a fun team, doesn't it?
Yeah, I really like that.
I'm quite excited for that. Wanizek finds himself in classic D1. Couldn't quite get him into an in-season team because I could play him over James for safety, but James is
you can't do that.
James is the fun play double game week.
Yeah.
Got decisive off the bench last week. Did you know that?
I did. Penalty 1, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good start.
Look at this, Harry. Maybe I swapped my goalkeepers, but look at this, right? See my 2 Division 1 classic teams?
Yeah.
I've got the same defender, midfielder, forward. I've went AJ, McGregor, Maeda. One's got Wanizek, one's got Cuisance, one's got Gordon for Hearts, one's got Amisa for Ross County. So it's kind of like same squad, but a wee bit different. Maybe I changed the goalkeeper, maybe not. I don't know.
I like that. That's fun.
And then with the D3, I've got another Amisa because I bought 2 of them. Quatra and Halstenberg, big strapping centre backs, double defence, midfield Rakitic, and then I'm going to play John Joe Kenny up front in this one.
Wow,
not John Joe Kenny, Johnny Kenny. I do that too often. We're 160 like guys. There's about 230, 240 of these here. We're almost at the deadline. We've got a card to give away, and then I've got limited in seasons going out, Harry. You might not know this was limited in season unless you really squinted your eyes. But we're going for it. We've got 2 D2s and a D5, so we'll just throw our best shot at that. Some Celtic leftovers and whatnots. And the absolute throwaway.
Previously, haven't you?
Yeah. And then I got an under 23 out with Van der Voort. So Guardiola's playing Chelsea. Frimpong's Frimpong. Kang is Kang. And Doak.
Big Doak stuff. He's got a chance.
That's got to be a chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then,
one more training lineup?
Yeah, I need to make a training lineup. You're right. Oops.
I was like, yeah, don't leave that one on the table.
I've just maybe put some in-seasons together or something. Rafa Marin, he's going back to Spain. He could be fun. And then we'll give away the card, guys, and I'll show you what the card is because you're probably sitting there in suspense. Like, Quinny, tell me more about this card that you've been teasing that we don't even know what it is that we're going to try and win. I'll tell you that in a wee second. As soon as we lock these guys away, go and get some XP ahead of the next game week. I'll put Lauren in there for fun. This was donated to us by a friend of the channel, FPL General Sorare Contender. So thank you very much, mate, for your generosity. Or did I accept it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I revoked it. Maybe I gave it my card. Am I tripping? Oh no, here it's here. Yeah, I thought I accepted it already. Sorry, Contender. Thank you again for your generosity, mate. It means a lot. Please don't maybe put an authenticator code in. Oh, Jesus. 2 seconds.
So annoying.
And it's going to be fastest fingers first in the live chat. Oh, sugar. I typed it the wrong place. There we go. And it is the one and the only Florian Kleinhansel. Under 23 defender. Plays, scores, does everything you want him to. He's in season. He's under 23. And we're going to give him away to one of you guys in the live chat. Make sure you follow Sorare Contender, YouTube, Twitter, FPL General. You'll find him as well on Twitter. Big friend of the channel, huge support to the community. Love to see it. Thanks very much, mate, again for the support. We're at 165 likes, guys. Can we get, I don't know what the record is, right? But let's imagine 188. Can we get to 188? That would be massive. Now, guys, we're going to give this away in the next couple of minutes. I want to give it away in the YouTube live chat. It'll be pop quiz style, fastest finger first, and hopefully I'll send this over to you. Maybe you'll even get a chance to throw it in to a lineup this game week. Oh, did I tease it? L5 is 45, sadly, not as L15, so he's not quite underdog capable, but under 23. And the chat is buzzing, guys. The chat is like, what a card. Sorare Contender, thanks again for the generosity. A Florian for a Florian. Nice try. I like that. But yeah, so we'll give that away in a wee momentum or two. But at 168 likes, can we push it up, guys? Can we push it? We'll be back live tonight as well for a wee bit of Go Fuck Friday. Again, similar to last week, no idea who will be showing up. If anyone will, or if we'll get a full house again. I guess that's one of the fun parts of it, streaming on a Friday night. Sometimes everyone's available, sometimes no one's available. Such is life. But this week, again, similar to last week, there's been a lot going on. I'm expecting there to be a few people dropping in, and it should be a good one. There's been some videos and some streams out all this week. I've really enjoyed doing the transfer video on Wednesday. We went live to look at all the new faces and all the transfers that went on. And if you don't catch that stream, I think you're really missing out, because especially when we go live, we've seen so many little things where a guy's just moved, or there's a move that's not really that widely reported. And Planet Sorare, the January transfer window, it is opportunity land, you know. So Wednesdays, midday, make sure you're checking them out if you haven't done so already. Harry, how's your week been? I noticed there wasn't as much content from you. It's been a quality over quantity for you this week.
Yeah, just a normal week, to be fair, really. Like a lot of I do all my lineup building behind the scenes. Most of the time, I'd rather go quality over quantity. If I'm streaming it, I'm nowhere near as locked in. So, yeah, try and do my best with that. But yeah, Road to Glory and reward video. Like, I don't want to do too much MLS stuff now because we're not there yet, you know. Like, we've teased it, but like we're nowhere near there yet. So I'm waiting for cards to come out and stuff. But there's not a ton else really to be doing, right? You know, like as far as like random one-off videos, I don't really have anything in the chamber. I've got a couple of ideas, but nothing like groundbreaking. So yeah, just, you know, tugging along, and yeah, excited.
Nice. So I was messaging you saying, Harry, am I getting a video today? Because I was waiting for going between all the content on YouTube, like what can I watch today? What am I listening to between doing my stuff? And so yeah, just thought asking if there's anything you wanted to obviously plug away while we've got everyone here. I caught Road to Glory as well. I think I listened to that one this morning. And onwards and upwards for that. It's been kicking ass and taking names. Some nice giveaways involved as well.
Yeah. Did the Chavi Simons earlier. A couple of giveaways on that series as well. Yeah, I got a few things in the pipeline, but nothing too crazy.
That's the one thing I need to run and do quickly before the deadline is Zero to Hero. That'll be out later today or maybe first thing tomorrow. I put Asan Play in a really strong team. And I've just remembered these out, so I need to run and make a wee adjustment on that. Where is he? There he's there. So yeah, and the Zero to Hero show, I tried to give away, Harry, like 10 to 15 cards or something if we hit enough likes. So that video that'll be coming out, there might be a bucket of cards given away in it, or maybe there's some cards to be given away in that video as well. So a lot of giveaway action happening here, there, and everywhere, buddy. And yeah, I've just swapped that player around to make sure that team doesn't die on us. And yeah, I'll just leave that the way it is. That's fine. Sorted. Okay, guys. Now we've got. I've got a question I can ask certainly, but I just wanted to ask quickly, Harry. Did you have a question that sprang to mind? I don't, but just in case you had a bit of fire.
I don't have anything off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could come up with something unless you've got something ready to go.
Right, okay. Now, I'll tell you this, guys. Everyone who wants to win the card, get ready. This is the time. Get ready to comment. Now, the first thing I want you to type, don't send it. The first thing I want you to type is your Sorare club manager name. Don't send it, right? But you need that there first because I want to send this to you as soon as we get the winner, right? So take a wee second to now. Type your Sorare club manager name in and wait, right? I'll give you the question. You need to come up with the answer, okay? No, don't send it. Don't send it. Don't send it. A few of you shot your load there a bit early. Keep it hold, right? Now, the answer to the question I'm about to ask you is going to be a player's surname. Only their surname. Don't care about fancy letters and all that stuff. Does need to be correct spelling, of course, right? So you should have your club name ready to go. Put a wee space or two in it. And then I'm going to ask you a question and I want the player name, right? As soon as you've got that, hit send. First correct answer that we see is the winner of the Kleinhansel here, okay? I told Harry Trades earlier on, the limited card that was involved in the team that won the Best of Europe in the midweek. What was that player's surname? Give it a wee minute for the delay, Harry boy. Do you remember who it was yourself?
Yes. I think I do, yeah. A couple of correct answers flying in.
Answers are flying in. I don't want to look in case, like, you know.
Okay.
Somebody said Schmeichel. That was my team, sadly. But the team that won, numero uno, who finished top and who they had in their team. And let's scroll back. Pavel Trader. Nope, that's not the right answer. And
Pavel
the first, and it looks like Northern Sports Cards. Congratulations, you are right, my man. And it was Mario Gila of Lazio. Congratulations to you. You'll win the Kleinhansel. I'll go and send that over to you now, buddy. And let's have a quick peek at that. Oh no, actually, it's probably not going to get to you by the deadline anyway. So we're here for a minute. Let's have a look at that team real quickly. Leaderboard. Look at this, Harry. Football Master FC. Jan Sommer in goals. Pedri in midfield. Captain Yamal. Jude is the extra spot. And then Gila with the goal against
captain as well.
Wrong
Didn't even get his captaincy right. Still managed it. Yeah, it's
$500 in market credit, 100% spendable on a card.
Wow. So you can just buy a 500 quid card?
Yep. Well, that's the only thing you can do with it, because it's not money.
Right. I guess you could buy two 250 pound cards, no?
Maybe. Probably. Yeah. I don't know that to confirm it, but most likely.
Did it roll over type of thing? Yeah. Or 300s? Or 500?
Yeah. That's a good squad you could build, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that should be your club name. Always want to fly. GG's to you. Trade. And let's send over the Kleinhansel. There he is. Boom. Congratulations. Thanks to everyone that supported the show today. I'll be back live on my channel later on today for a wee bit of Go Fuck Friday, of course. I might be doing a wee bit of shopping, Harry, because I've got a wee bit of credit coming my way. I've got a wee bit of money coming my way. Maybe I'll just go and DJ into a card or something. I've got some boxes to open. Might do a wee bit of crafting. And we're locked and loaded. The next time me and Harry will be back on this channel is like in this format. It's going to be a Wednesday. It's going to be a Wednesday night. We're going to be in Champions League mode. We're going to be all setting lineups together. We're all going to be duking it out together for a share of thresholds and jackpots and everything else. It's going to be a great one. Harry boy, it's been an absolute pleasure as always, my man.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, man. I'm just thinking about Wednesday now. Yeah, we're going to know all the lineups and everything, aren't we, for the deadline? Well, there's not going to be I guess there is a deadline, but there's no question marks. Everything's set in stone unless there's warm-up injuries, which I'm not going to wish upon anyone. But
so the team sheets for this stuff normally comes out an hour and 15 minutes before kickoff nowadays.
Yeah.
So kickoff's at 8. So team sheets will be out 7:15. So we'll maybe kick on live at like 6:30 or something, and then
Yeah, let's
maybe
do it.
flirting in and out throughout the night with some shows, halftime or full time stuff, and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks to everyone that smashed the like button. We're at 179, Harry. We need to double check what the record book is, but that
Let
might
me
be close,
like it.
by the way.
I haven't liked it.
Oh, Harry boy, what are you doing? That's suicidal.
There's 171 watching and 171 likes. Oh no, there's not now. There's 179 likes. Sorry.
Beautiful.
181.
Beautiful. Love it.
Flying.
Thanks to everyone that tuned in today. Good luck with your game week. Maybe we'll see you tonight. Maybe we'll see you on the next one or a video somewhere. Comment sections, like, share, retweets, all that good stuff. Of course, everyone. Have a great time. Good luck and go fuck.